Well, if you're ready, talk to a man like Bob Gangi from Embark, who I think can hopefully supercharge different areas of business development for you. Bob, tell us a bit more.
Thank you, Mark. Good afternoon, everybody. Some fascinating stuff from the experts here. Um, you know, I'm a recovering banker. I worked for Citibank for a number of years. I talked to thousands of companies working, across the pond. And what I always found is that there's the readiness has to be there. Once your mindset is in the right place, Tom's right. Set up a C corp. Do it in Delaware. Um, David Rose, right? Go through and set up a bank account. Make sure you understand the whole how to get things started. And then once you've got that, I'll call it your legs under you. Let's talk about finding the right opportunities. So what we do here is we go through and we will find the right fit companies for you. Got networks. I've got some gray hair. I know lots of people. There are people out there that, like me, that can help you with certain areas, and that area is going to be, what's it going to take to find a good opportunity in the right area at the right place. So, Gio, you mentioned earlier that there's some really great things about Greater Washington area. I'll throw out a couple of tidbits because that's where I'm housed. My network goes national, but I'll give another pitch for sort of the Greater Washington area. 73% of the world's data goes through Northern Virginia. There are more data centers per capita in this area. You can't swing a dead cat really without hitting a data center, right? They're everywhere. So what does that mean? It means you've got big data. Everybody's nearby. Everybody wants to be as close to that data center as they can possibly be, because they can get that information out more quickly. They can analyze the data a lot faster. So you have companies like Amazon has their East Coast headquarters here. Microsoft, AWS, Google, just to mention some of the tech companies. And then you've got large government contractors. Name the top 50 of them are here in some form or fashion. And then you get, folks like Hilton Hotels and Nestle and Marriott Hotels, Capital One, Boeing. They've all got their headquarters here in Northern Virginia. Why? Again, federal government, and also really the data centers do play a big part in this. So, when you're trying to figure out where to plant a flag, think about things like access to talent, which is why Amazon HQ2 put their headquarters here. Think about access to what's happening in the space. You've got that here with the federal government, right? 28% of every business in this area does business with federal government. And then third really is going to be what kind of support system can you get? And none better than this area. So, when you're thinking about this, be ready to make your move, do the administrative stuff that makes sense, and then let's talk about the business development side, finding those clients that are going to give you that confidence to continue to make the investment into the expansion effort.
Bob, thank you. Obviously, you've talked about both access to markets in your region, but also the capabilities that the outreach through DC gives. And how far does your reach stretch? I mean, do you look, how much beyond DC do you look?
Certainly the East Coast, anything in the mid-Atlantic region, which is going to be, the Carolinas up through New York, and New Jersey. I've got an advisory board, and our advisory board actually has contacts throughout the U.S. So just like Fraser Dieter, we've got offices. We have people who have offices around the United States. So we do get information and connections as needed. So that's where the strength of Embark comes into play. It's in the network, and rather than the look at where we're actually housed.